Islam was not started from Allah, but was started from La ilaha illallah. First you are going to condemn the void, the unlawfulness, the evil, the Satan. Then you are allowed to talk about the real deity, real God. It means you are not willing to be orthodoxy unless you condemn the heterodoxy. Heterodoxy should be condemned first, and then orthodoxy can be announced. Understand?
Yes, sir.
So, if the Islam Muslims, they admire you, appreciate you, it means that you are smuggling in Islam.
No, they are very angry with me. Very angry with me.
So this is the sign of your righteousness, that you are sincere Muslim.
They angry me and they threw me. If I go to the mosque, they threw me out.
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Farooq Azam used to go in the market, and all of the infidels and Jews were very angry with him because he was Orthodox Muslim.
Yes.
Orthodoxy requires the contradiction of the heterodoxy. Unless you condemn, you show your contempt about infidelity, paganism, idolatry, and the total misled Muslims, you cannot be included in the truthful Muslims. If you want to be included in the righteous Muslims, you will have to show the contempt, disdainment against the infidels, Jews, Christians, and all of the misled Muslims. Siddiq Akbar was a true Muslim, but all of the infidels were against him. Farooq Azam was a true Muslim, they were all of the non-Muslims were dead against him. Hazrat Imam Nasfi, the author of Tafsir Nasfi, he passed away at 7:10 AH. 7:10 AH. According to Islamic calendar. Islamic calendar is called AH. After Hijrah.
Yes.
It stands for after Hijrah. This DH.
Christian calendar.
After the ascension.
Yes.
D is after ascension. According to the Christianity, Isa was crucified and assassinated, and he was revived, and then he was ascended to the sky.
They believe.
Islamic calendar is called AH.
Yes.
Imam Nasfi rahmatullah passed away at 7:10 AH. He's one of the oldest time Muslim,
yes.
Very reliable person. He is one of the Islamic jurists, one of the greatest Islamic theologians, and one of the best eloquential scholar, rhetorical scholar, and dialectical theology was on the tip of his finger. He is very reliable, very authenticated person, very authoritative. He writes in the beginning, in the preface of Nasfi Sharif, that commentary. This is only one and first and final commentary of Hanafiyyites on the Holy Quran. Very reliable. Tafsir Nasfi. The same is called Tafsir Madarik. He writes down that the Muslims were dealt with in the beginning of Surah Baqarah only in three verses of the Holy Quran. And the infidels were dealt with in only 2 verses of the Holy Quran. And the hypocrites, is internally non-Muslims and superficially Muslims, hypocrites, they were dealt with in 17 verses of the Holy Quran, in Surah Baqarah. So lengthy discourse was made about them. What is the reason of so prolonged discussion? It has got a very deep interior motive. They used to go with the Muslims in the performance of pilgrimage. They were very abiding by the congregational prayer. They used to say all of promulgation of Azan, promulgation of Aqama, and they used to stand in the first lines, first rows, and they were propagating for the abiding by the congregational prayer. And they used to pay the charity of zakat as well. They used to participate in the holy war as well. All superficial activities were attempted and executed by them. What is the reason of their exclusion from the Muslims? They were not included in the Muslims. When they were superficially more observing Muslims, more abiding Muslims, very submissive, and all of the liturgical activities were attempted by them. So here one is bound to know the reason of their exclusion from the Muslim community. They say that since they could not make the infidels of Mecca, the infidels of the surrounding areas, annoyed with them, they could not make them annoyed. Understand? They could not injure the feelings of the non-Muslims. They could not attempt to boycott with the infidels, since they could not attempt to boycott with the non-Muslims. They had cordial relationships with the non-Muslims. Allah Rabbul Izzat said, since they could not boycott with the non-Muslims, they were friends of the non-Muslims. Unless a Muslim becomes an enemy of non-Muslims, cannot be included in the Muslims. It means that sincerity in Islam requires the condemnation of all misled people. Unless he attempts boycott with the misled people, he cannot be included in the righteous Muslims. Understand? So, then the Wahhabis happen to see you, they get so annoyed. This is sign of your sincerity in Islam. If they had been cordial with you, friend of you, so it would have been a sign of your insincerity in Islam.
They warned the Muslims for me. They said, don't follow Zeitouni. He's wrong, they said.
So, this is the sign of your righteousness. Alhamdulillah, I am very happy.
Alhamdulillah.
If you go and made a tour all over the world, and you mention my name in the presence of any person, all of the righteous people will appreciate me.
Yes.
And all of the misled Muslims will show a contempt for me.
Yes.
This is sign of my sincerity.
Yes. That is so.
Only the deity, the existence of Allah Rabbul Izzat, that is permanent one. All of the other existing in the world, in the space, in the universe, everything is going to die sooner or later. Thereby, you should achieve the moral. You should learn the lesson. The person who has passed was one of the members of your society. Without any previous notice, no notice was served. But he died without any calendar. No promulgation was made. No notification was served. without any previous notice. He had to die. In the same way, we are also going to die. Therefore, we should achieve the lesson. We should learn the wisdom from the death of this person, and we should prepare ourselves for the purgatory, the life after death, before the judgment day, before the resurrection. That is called purgatorial life. Purgatorial life. Barzakhi zindagi. Purgatorial life.
Barzakh life.
Barzakh means purgatory. Purgatory, barzakh.
Purgatory.
Purgatory. P-U-R-G-A-T-O-R-Y. Purgatory. Purgatorial life is also a part of the day of resurrection. Our holy prophet was reported to have said that any person who has died is believed to have experienced the judgment day, because his judgment starts from the last breath. When one death's last, his judgment day starts. Because his Islamic ideology is checked, examined by the angels. When a person passed away, the two angels with the name of Munkar and Nakir. Somebody say Munkir, not. The angels are not Munkir. Munkir is refuser, not believing. They are not believing. All of them are believing. They have got a firm belief. Munkar and Nakir, they come in the grave. And all of a sudden, they put a question. Mar Rabbuka, who is your God? Whatever the question is possible for him, he answers. According to his possibility, he answers their questions. Afterwards, they say, what is your religion? According to his capacity, he answers the question. But his failure or success is not finalized, because the last and final examination is going to be held. And what is that? Man Nabiyoka. Who is your prophet? Here, a Muslim is duty bound to consider deeply the procedure, the process of his purgatorial life. All of the other questions were made, but no identification parade was made. Means Allah was not shown. What were you saying about this God? And the Holy Quran, the prophetic traditions, and all of the code of Islamic law are not presented there. And he is not examining in those contents. But then the question is made about Muhammad Mustafa. He is asked a question about the identification. About the identification.
Identification, yes.
What have you been saying about this person?
Yes.
This is called identification parade. Shinakt parade, Urdu Punjabi hai. Shinakt parade. Police is a case in तफ्तीश करनी ना, तो फिर उसके बंदे के सामने पेश करें. शाम. According to the legal procedure, identification parade is made just to verify whether the person talking about something is real one or fabricated one. Therefore, identification of Muhammad Mustafa is put in the front of dead body. But at that time, he is not dead body. He is revived. No, he is alive. And even if he had never seen Muhammad Mustafa, but if he has a righteous and orthodox belief, and he is a true Muslim, without any previous identification, he will identify Muhammad Mustafa and will speak in Arabic, very eloquential and very staunch language, just like one begins to talk in the same language as spoken by his mother. Maternal language doesn't need to be taught by the teacher, but just the lap of mother is teacher of the maternal language. We got very late. Been saying about this prophet.
Yes.
About this person, not
Yeah.
prophet. What have you been saying
Yes.
about this person? If he is a righteous Muslim, without any introduction, without any preface, without any previous intimation, he will begin to say, Haza Muhammad Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. This is my prophet. This is Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Prophet of Allah. I know him. And I am his slave. He is my prophet. I am fully devoted to him. I am ready to sacrifice my life and my death and everything for him. So, if he is a good Muslim, in respect of ideology, not in respect of practice, because practice is not questioned in the grave. Practical life is not questioned. You must bear in mind that no practice, no activity would be questioned in the grave. The grave is not for the secularization of the practice. This is for the secularization and for the examination of ideology. His ideology would be checked. This is why we prefer the ideology. If his ideology is right, his doctrines are right, he would be provided with all the paradisiacal facilities, means the facilities which are provided in the paradise would be provided with in the grave for the person whose ideology is righteous one. And if his ideology, his doctrines, his creeds are not accurate, on account of inaccuracy of his ideology, he would be penalized, he would be chastised as if he is in the hell. And all of the punishment provided with in hell would be provided with here in his grave. And he would be punished without questioning about his personal life, his practice, his activity, his prayer, his observation of fast, or his performance of pilgrimage. Nothing would be questioned because these are the practices. Practice would not be questioned. The practical life would not be checked. Only his mind, his idea, his doctrines, his creeds would be checked. If they are accurate, he would be provided with all the facilities provided in the paradise. This is why the Muslims should know their ideology, their doctrines, and their creeds, because the acceptance of practice depends on the accurate ideology. If his ideology is not accurate, no practice would be accepted by Allah. This is the main point. Otherwise, Kharijites,
Logical conclusion.
all of the hypocrites,
Yes.
they were very accurate, they were very punctual, very regular. Their practice was better than the other Muslims, than the righteous Muslim. Superficial value their shave, their beard, their hair, and their shirts, their dress. Superficially, they were best Muslims in the society. Their practice and their artificiality showed them better than the other real Muslims. But since their ideology was not acceptable, therefore all of the practice are in vain, null and void. Everything would be nullification, nullified. So, this is why all of the righteous Muslims were suppressing more and more on the ideology and then on practice. Practice should not be neglected. Practical life is very necessary. But firstly, the ideology should be known, should be kept, should be observed, and should be believed in first, and then all of the practices would be accepted. Otherwise, rejected. Allah.
I have understand so, but you clarify it very well. I have understand so, and you clarify it very well.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
And many other things can be proved by this very fact. Since this tradition was mentioned, was reported in the text of Bukhari, but and in the text of Muslim too, in the text of Tirmidhi Sharif 3, in the text of Nasai Sharif 4, in the text of Abu Dawud Sharif 5, in the text of Ibn Majah. These 6 code of prophetic traditions are believed to be basic syllabus of Islamic educational standard. No scholar in the world can be believed to be a complete scholar without knowledge of these 6 books. And they are very voluminous. Very voluminous. So much so that I taught Bukhari Sharif as a text, but I studied the commentary in 110 volumes. 110 volumes. And they are also very voluminous. They are about 1,000 pages, 1,000 pages, 1,000 pages. Like that. But this tradition was mentioned since this tradition is very reliable, therefore we shall analyze it in the light of Islamic normative sciences. Islamic normative sciences are sciences which are believed to be criterion for the commentary on the Holy Quran and the prophetic traditions. Unless you are in position to apply all of the Islamic normative sciences and their regulations and their principles, your argument cannot be justified. For the justification of arguments, you will have to know all of the contents of Islamic normative sciences. Alhamdulillah, they are just on the tip of my finger as the tables are learned by the students. And they are to be learned just like tables. So now I'm going to start the analysis of this prophetic tradition in the light of Islamic normative sciences. Ilya. When a person dies and is put in the grave, what is the way of knowledge open to Muhammad Mustafa alayhi salatu wasalam to know whether somebody has died or not? For instance, one person dies here and other in the other village, and other in the other village, in other country, and millions of people, Muslims and non-Muslims, die away at the same time. Some of them are put in the grave, some of them are burned in the crematorium. Chaniya ki crematorium are. Crematorium. Some of them are some of them are burned in the crematorium. And some the people drown in the water. Sometimes there is a sliding on the mountains, and people are passing by the road, and all of a sudden some rocks fell down and crushed the vehicle along with the people, and they are not discovered where they have gone. So Nabi Kareem Alayhi Salam, according to this tradition, Nabi Kareem Alayhi Salam goes everywhere to everybody. Here we will have to check the capacity of Muhammad Mustafa Alayhi Salam and the knowledge of Prophet Muhammad Mustafa Alayhi Salam. We must be in position to know everything, everywhere. He is omnipotential, subject to God. Omnipresent. He is present everywhere. Present everywhere is called omnipresent.
Omnipresence.
And to be able to do everything according to the capacity given by Allah is called omnipotential. 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 Allah kulli shay'in qadir. So, if the Holy Prophet is not alive, who goes there? It means that our Holy Prophet is alive after the death as well.
That is what the Wahhabis is against. That is what the Wahhabis say. No. You are wrong.
This is a bare shoe on their face.
Yes.
This is a bare shoe on their face. Huh? One have to believe. One has to believe that the Holy Prophet is alive after his death, because he goes everywhere. If he had been a dead body, who could go there? It means that he is alive. And he is omniscientist,
Yes.
omniscient, omniscient, omnipotential, omnipresent by the gift of God.
I have proof of that, as you have.
So this is the Islamic argumentation. The argumentative way requires the presence of principles of Islamic normative sciences.
Yes.
Huh? This is called iqtiza'un nas, means connotative argumentation. Connotative argumentation. Denotative argumentation, connotative argumentation. The person who believes that the Holy Prophet goes in every shrine, in every grave, indirectly he believes that he is alive. This is called connotation. This is not denotation, this is connotation. Connotative
connotation.
Connotative methodology. C-O-N-O-T-I-V-E. Connotative. Denotative, connotative. This is a legal word. Means if a person believes me to travel to Kazia, where we are going to, he will have to believe that I am alive. Directly he says that he is traveling. Indirectly he believes that he is alive. This is Islamic normative science. The person who says in the language of prophetic tradition that Nabi Kareem Alayhi Salam goes everywhere in every shrine, indirectly he believes, connotatively, he believes that the Holy Prophet is alive, and he knows without the intervention of Gabriel. Means this was a procedure that Gabriel used to reveal everything to Muhammad Mustafa according to the procedural law. But in fact, the Holy Prophet is not bound to know everything by the intervention of Gabriel. Without intervention of Gabriel can be known by Muhammad Mustafa. Very precious knowledge.
Yes.
When you when you explain it, your explanatory note would be checked by the scholars and they will have to surrender. I think now you are fully aware of my methodology of investigation.
Of course,
Huh?
of course.
So of course, denotatively means direct meaning in the word, in the spoken words, in the spoken semantics. In the spoken semantics, he says that our Holy Prophet goes, but indirectly and connotatively from Allah and knows all of the universe, because the shrines of everybody cannot be known by the person who is buried in Medina Tayyibah unless he is omniscient. The Kulli Shayn Ali, omniscient. And cannot.
Kulli Shayn Ali.
The Kulli Shayn Ali.
Yeah, Kulli Shayn Ali.
This is the translation of the Kulli Shayn Ali. Omniscient. One, and cannot go unless he is omnipotential. Huh?
These two qualities must be there.
These two things are proved by the connotation according to the Islamic normative sciences.
Of the six
Omnipotential. Omnipotent.
Of the 6 books.
And the omnipresent is everywhere, because if he is not everywhere, what is the way for him to be present in Medina Tayyibah as well, to be in Russia as well, to be in Pakistan as well, to be in Scandinavian countries as well? He is present everywhere at the same time. It means that he is omnipresent.
Yes.
Understand? So this is why I say, unless a person is fully aware of the Islamic normative sciences, cannot properly argue from the Holy Quran and prophetic traditions. Argumentation from the Holy Quran and prophetic tradition requires a full knowledge of the Islamic normative sciences. This principle is called connotation. Connotation